Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. And I'm going to do a video that I don't think I've ever done before. I'm going to explore the combat. I don't even know the outcome to what I'm fixing to do at all. We're going to find out together. And here's what spawned this whole thing. And this ain't a dig on how you want to play, things that I've seen, nothing. It's just, it spawned something in me. I've seen strategies that have continual comes. I've seen strategies that have, like you ladder the comms, 1, 2, 3. I've seen strategies that are combats with odds, or max odds. I've seen it all. And I thought to myself, well, what happens if that's all you do? You don't do a pass line, don't pass, and you just do combats. I want to explore that today. I also want to explore, let's say you're running a don't pass and continual comms, or a don't pass and ladder the comms. I want to explore a couple things. This might be a longer video, but I just wanted to see for myself. I sort of suspect I know what's going to happen. But I'm going to do some scenarios first, and then I'll roll some of this stuff out. But let's just say first, I've got 40 bucks here, 20 and 20. Let's say first, we're going to manipulate this. We're going to say, okay, 10, we'll just say you get about 4 of them set. All right, we'll just set 4. This is just, doing what I do. And then the 7 hits. What happens? Okay. Well, this would pay this one, and then you'd lose those 3. You're down 3. All right, that didn't help you none. The only thing that would help if this is all you're doing is a Kong is a 7 right now. Because if it travels and you go here and you get a 7, that's a tie. This is all flat betting. So anything other than that, if you're flat betting a Kong, is a loser. Unless you hit one, and then that goes, and you put another one out. You hit another one. Put that out. And then let's say you 7 out at that point. That'll pay that, and you'll lose that. In that particular case, you come out ahead a couple. So there are scenarios when, but it just seems like to me on combats, you need to hit these. All right? Worst case scenario, let's say the point is a 6. Here's the worst. With no don't pass, don't come, anything like that. You go there, and we're going to just set them. All right. Let's say you're right there. Unfortunately, you didn't get a double hit or nothing. And then the point gets hit. Okay. This goes here, point is off. Boy, now you're susceptible to that 7. I don't like it. And I know it happens. Right? Much less if you were, say, doing a don't pass and it got to this point and the 7 comes. Boy, you lose it all. All right? But that's just a scenario, right? All right, let's look at a different way. Let's say Oh, there it is. Let's say you were laddering the comb. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, you got 1, set it. Then you go 2, set it. You go 3, set it. And let's say now we won't go out. We'll set 4. 4, go. Now you're setting 5, and you get a 7. All right, remember that I started with a $20 rack here. Well, you win 5 there. There's 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 and 5 of them. You get to bring that back to your rack, but you go down 5. Okay, let's do that again. Now I know if you're hoping you get hits up here. I'm just looking at what bad can happen to you. So you set 1, then you set 2, then you set 3, then you set 4, and then you got 5 sitting here. All right, so we know what happens if a 7 comes right there on a ladder. You're going to lose some. Well, all right, what happens then? You hit 1. Okay, this will come over here, and you hit the cheapy one. You get $1. But now you got to set 6. Okay. Let's say in this scenario, you hit an 8. So that'd come here. This would come down. You'd get 2. So that simulates hitting 2 of these. Maybe not what you wanted, but you hit 2. All right. Now this one had 6. So now you're going to go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got to borrow from this guy. 7. And then it 7s out. All right. Remember, I got to fill up a whole rack plus that. All right. So I get 7. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I get. I get to put this back. Right so. But I'm going to lose here and here. Boy, I'm down about $10. So to me, here's just my thinking. You guys that play it this way, you can say what you want, but it's not helping me unless I get lots of hits, which ain't going to happen all the time. Now, like on the Headless Horseman, if you're playing a different type of strategy where you're doing, say, you got 2 there, well, the 7 comes now. That helps you. This helps you. Okay, but if this gets set and the 7 comes, that'll pay that and you get that. It's the don't pass that's helping you, not necessarily the calm, right? So now let's explore. And I'm doing this at the lowest possible levels here. Let's say, let me give myself another 100. Now I've got $140. Let's say now you start out with the don't pass, and now you're going to do continual combats. All right, let's look at it. So that'll go there. We'll say the point is a 4. Really good for the don't pass guy. Let's say we set that one. These are flat now. We set that one, set that one, set that one. No hits. All right, we'll go there. You got 1 here. And then the 7 comes. Well, before we pay that 25, let's see what happened to my 1s. 7 comes. That'll pay that one. Okay, we lose all these. And then I get 25 over here. Okay? So there's my 100. I'm up 25, but this 25 has to pay 3 of these that lost. So doing a don't pass and continual comes did not help you unless you're just getting tons and tons and tons of hits. And I'm thinking that ain't going to happen very often, right? So Was it the continual come bets that helped you, or was it that don't pass that fucking helped you? Okay, because I still would have to break this down and pay this $3. So now, because I did in that scenario, then that 25 was only worth 22. Where you'd have been better off just doing the don't pass by itself. Now let's do the same thing, and let's do, remember, we've got $140. Now let's do the don't pass, and we'll say it's the same 4. We'll give it the same scenario. You set 1, then you go 2, you set 2, then you go 3, you set 3, then you go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're up to 5. All right? The 7 hit. Forget the 4 getting hit and you're losing that, and then you get to come out 7. We already know that's the worst case scenario. But now you did a little ladder with the don't pass, and now the 7 hits. Great. What's going to happen? Forget that for a minute. We know we're going to get 25 there. Okay. So there's 4. There's 5. Okay. You get to bring that back to your rack. But you're going to lose 2, 4, 5. And then that pays you 25. Again, same scenario. That the don't pass won you the 25, but now this, when you have to put your rack back, you gotta take, oh, by the way, that looks like that. This 25 puts your rack back, but the part of the winnings now has to give us about $5. So now that's only worth 20. Was you better off playing that strategy or just playing the don't pass? These are all questions I am proposing to you. Now, I know what some of you will say. Some of you will say, well, you're just pretending. Well, yeah, I'm giving you possible scenarios. We've already seen that, if, and I'll do some live rolls here in a second, if we get multiple hits, then you got a shot. But if you don't, you're dead. There's not a scenario that I see that if you're not getting multiple shots, where you're going to come out ahead. So therefore, now the question is, why hook it with a don't pass when this can't stand alone most of the time by itself? That's a question. So when you hook it with a strategy, and this can't stand alone, this can stand alone by itself. But it doesn't appear that most of the time, this can stand by itself. All right. Now, the last one that you have is the odds. I have to change things here. All right. Let me get this back. Okay. So now it doesn't matter as far as the color. I can go 5, 5, 5. It's all going to work out the same, right? But now we have to do odds. I had stretched that, and now it's, I tacked that down and everything. Let's do odds. Okay. Same scenario. If you don't get some hits, I suspect you're going to be dead. All right, so let's look. All right. Let's say that travels, and you're going to go $6 odds. Okay? Remember, it's flat bet, max odds. We're going to go there, and then we're going to go $6 odds. Okay? We're going to go there. We'll stop right there. 7 comes. Okay? Well, these are all losers. If the 7 comes, that's a loser. We'll pay that one there. There's your win. You're going to lose, in this case, $17 in that scenario. Okay, so that's what it looked like. Okay, if you were there, and then you set another one, all right, and the 7 comes, you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, $22. You're going to get 5 of it back, of your 22, and you're going to lose 12. You're on the losing end of the stick. All right, even if you take it further, let me get my rack back. Okay, 5, we're going to set it way over here. 5, we're going to set it way over here. 5, we're going to set it here. 5, we're going to set it there. 5, we're going to set it there. And we're going to give them all sets. I know this is the extreme, but, and now we got another one here. Now we got to put odds on it. I'm only going to put single odds just because I think max odds, it's still going to work out probably the same. But we'll put odds. We'll put 6 here. We'll give this guy some odds. That guy some odds. This guy some odds. And this guy some odds. Actually, let's make it a little bit better. Let's give him 2. Let's give him 2. Let's give him 2. Let's give him 2. Okay. All right. God help you if the worst case comes at this level. All right. So I have burned through almost $102. But nonetheless, if this happens to you and you get a 7 now, you're fucked. Okay? But let's give some hits. Let's give some hits. Okay? So say the next one, the next row is a 6. All right? We'll bring this down. This will come up here. And we're going to put another $6 here. But we're going to get the $5 flat. Actually, I didn't have to put 6. 5 would pay 6, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm on the right side here. Let me give these back to myself. Okay. This would pay 6. Hold on, let me get straight again. Hold on, y'all. Let's back this train up. Let's get back where we was. Right. Yeah. Let's back this up. All right. The 6 hits. This would come up. That's where I got them. These 2 come down. This gets the flat. And this gets the 6. And we get to bring it down. Let's leave 5 here for the next bet. Okay. And now let's say we hit a good one. Let's give it this one. All right. The 4 rolls. This would come up. This would come down. Or I'm sorry, we'd pay the flat there. And we put $10 on. That'd pay us 20. Like so. And let's rack it. Let's leave 1 here. 1 goes there. And now the 7 comes. I hit the best number and another number. I got 2 hits out of the deal. The 7 comes. That'll pay that. That goes back to the rack. This is what I lost. I'm down, man. I'm down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About $30 plus 1. I'm down $29. I'm trying to figure out what is so great and why are math people so great on all these combats, continual combats, with odds, when more bad can happen to you than good can happen to you. All right? I've already showed you sort of what can happen. Again, more bads than goods can happen to you. So now, let's go ahead and roll some, just to see. I'm going to keep it as simple as I can. Okay. We're going to put 50 on the don't pass, or don't come, doesn't matter. And let's just, and we're going to do $5. We're going to do real live. First one, I'm going to do just continual flat combats for one roller or two, and then I'll do it with ladder combats, and then I'll do combats with odds. I'll do it all different 3 ways. Let's see what happens. So here you go. There's the 8. All right, here you go. Okay, there's the 4. Here, you remember I started flat here. Okay, I started with my normal $5,620. Okay. All right, there's a 5. I might be able to show you with odds all at the same time. I'm not sure. Depends on what happens. There's a 9, almost like I did in the very beginning. It's a very real possibility right there. Okay, there's the 4. So we're going to do an on and off for $5. That'd come up here, that'll come down, it gets paid, I leave 1. It's an on and off, $5. Okay, we need several of those for this to actually work. Up off the table. Ah, it was a 6 too. No. There's a 9. That comes here, this goes here. It gets paid, and we leave 1. That's an on and off. So this is more of a better scenario, I guess. And there's the 7. Okay, let's see what happens. And that's a pretty typical roll, y'all. Pretty typical roll. All right, we got this hit, the 9 hit. We had a 4 and a 9, 2 hits, and then it went down. So I'll do something here in a second. So on that 7, we get this. We get to put it here. We lose here. And we win our 50 down here. What are we up? Actually, we evened out here. And we won $50. In that particular roll, there was no advantage, no disadvantage. We got enough hits that it helped us. It helped us out. Actually, I think I paid that 4. I don't know. Anyway, no help, no hurt. Let's do it again. Okay. My rack is back. We're going to go with the don't pass. And let's see what happens. There's a 12. No harm, no foul. And there's the 7. Yeah, we're going to lose that. But I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing. So we'll just pretend that 7 didn't happen. Actually, 4 is a good number, right? All right, so here we come. There's our 5. And there's the 4. In this case, this goes here. This comes off. We lose that one. I have to do that one. Say we come back again here. Now a 7 would destroy everything right now. Okay, can't even put 1 out here yet. Okay, there's a 6. Okay, great. Now we're set again. Here we go. Okay, there's a 5. Put another one out there. There's a 10. We'll put that over there. Throw another one out there. There's a 9. This, to me, is your worst fear. Get them all set, and then that damn 7 comes. Okay, there's a yo 11. We're going to actually win here. You have to have some wins if you do a come. You have to. There's the 9. That's an on and off. So there's 2 wins. There's an 8. There's a 6. Wow, now we've set them all. We're really in some danger right now. But we're set up now on a long run to maybe make some money. And maybe that's why people do it, for the chance. They'll risk losing money most of the time on the deal versus having a shot at making some money. So let's see what happens. I've had long rolls before. There's the 4. So that's going to be an on and off for 5. There's a 9, on and off for the 9. This, I guess, is what you're praying for, right? There's the 7. All right, so let's just give that to that. All right, we lose this. Okay, and we win 50 there. Let's look at our rack. After all that, on that last row where I got a few hits, got the 11, I'm still $5 down, and it's because of the comeback. I evened out over here. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, that's going to happen more than it doesn't. Okay? So now, let's do the same thing with odds. We'll put the same 50 out here, like so, and go. Okay, good. A 4. You can't argue with that. That's a good don't number. Come out with that 5. And there's the 7. In this case, which is your best case scenario, you win 5. So we're going to put it back. Our 5s are even. We're really up 5 plus the 50. This is why I'm separating them. All right. All right. Another 4. Beautiful, beautiful number. And now we're going to go here. And another 7. So in this case, we go here and we go here. All right. So far, you know, if you get those quick 7s, then it helps you. All right. And there's a 3 winner here. Let me separate them like that so we can sort of see the wins. Okay. Oh, this wouldn't have been not a point yet. Okay, another 3. Don't look now, but I'm showing you that there can be power of it. Don't. There's a 10. All right, here we go again. I'm going to take it from the rack. And we're going to go 5. This is the one we're doing with odds. Okay. Okay, there's a 9. We're going to put it there. And we're going to give it 2 pays 3. I'm just trying to keep it simple for me. Okay. Point is a 10. There's a 3. We're going to lose that one. That's going to happen from time to time. And there's the 7. That's, you know, probably one of your best case scenarios because it happened early to you. This one's going to get another 50. We're going to bring him back give him his profit. The 7 wins here. We'll just pay it there, and then these lose. Now, there's that. In this particular case, the come bet netted me $10. The don't pass bet netted me 5 wins at 250. Is that worth the possible nastiness? Is my question. So let's put everything back. And let's do that again. Okay. 50. Here we go. There's a 9. And we're off. Best case scenario is get a 7 right now. Okay, we didn't. There's the 5. We're going to put 2 times odds. I guess I could put $4 to, let's see, 2 would win 3, 4 would win 6. Let's do that. Let's try see if we can max this stuff. 4 wins 6. Or 4 wins 6 of those. Now we come out with another one of those. Okay, got 9 as the point. There's the 7. Well, let's see what happens in this case. In this case, you're going to win this. Your don't pass comes through like a trooper. He comes there. That's a win. This loss will pay that. We'll put him back, but you're going to lose all the odds on that 5. So, he wins 50, and this one goes down $20, 4 units. The $10 you just lost, it repaid that. You're still minus 10. So for everything that I've done so far, is the come bet with odds or come bet flat or ladder, whatever, is it helping you enough to even do it? Knowing the only way you're going to come out of it is you're going to have to load them up and just keep whacking it. When most of the time, in my opinion, that's not going to happen. So, there's your video. It's not a slam on people who play it that way. It's more of a curiosity thing. Like, I'm almost asking, why? The risk versus reward. Is there really enough reward doing it that way versus the pain that can actually happen on the nasty? So, it's just a question I'm putting out there. It's a Friday. I thought I'd do it just to see if I can get some chatter out there. I promise you I'm going to have the math guys come in and do whatever, and I welcome it. It's just a question that I'm proposing and showing you most scenarios, and that's it. So, until the next time, y'all, be great. See you, bye.